Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Kaylee and I am the girl behind this channel, The Simple Cozy Haven. I share all about budget-friendly DIYs, decor, home design, all of the things. And today we're going to revisit a project that we did earlier in the spring, and the project was beautiful. However, at the time, because we bought 13 trees, we didn't really have the budget to go in and add a bigger border and do mulch glue and all these things. And guys, I wish we would have just spent the time to do it and the money, because we had so many problems with our original execution. Today's video is sponsored by, I think it's Shabib. I'm not sure if I'm totally botching the name, but this rock glue. So it also works for mulch. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video, and we will chat a little bit more about them in just a few minutes. It is the end of July and I'm pretending that it's fall with a new cardigan, but I'm dying. It's so hot outside. So to recap, a few months ago, we added in 13 arborvitae trees. I used to call them arborvitae because that's just how I had heard them called one time. Apparently I said it wrong. So we planted 13 arborvitae trees and we put in mulch. We did like landscape fabric at first, and we've actually, since the grass has died, we took up the landscape fabric so we don't have any plastic in the beds anymore. And then we also added like a cheap just plastic border to create a divide between like the garden bed and our grass. We live kind of on a slope. Our backyard slopes down towards the back of the fence line and then slopes to the left. And literally a few days after we finished this project, we had this torrential downpour for hours. Like, it was insane. We've never had like that much water. It was like 13 inches in a few hours. It was crazy. So we literally watched our mulch go down the drain. The water was just coming down off the house, off the yard, into the back of the bed, and then down to the gutter. We knew that we were going to need to come up with a few extra inches to kind of block the water from coming in. This is where we started our redo of our backyard refresh. Everything had just kind of washed out, and we obviously needed new mulch and we needed to replace the barriers. So the first step was running a string line from one side of the fence to the other. That way we had something to follow to create the straight line. Robbie just used this shovel. I don't know what it's called, but it's just a flat shovel to create the edge, and he just slowly worked his way down. I did a little bit of it too, but he kind of did the brunt of this work. And then we started pulling up the old barrier, and it was pretty stuck in there, not gonna lie, but it definitely needed to come out. So then we had to pull out the grass from where we had put in this new line. That way we could lay the bricks down in there. And this definitely took some time between cutting it out and then going back and forth between a shovel and our hands. We were just trying not to create too deep of a hole because we didn't want to have to come back and fill it too much. But removing the grass was definitely a big pain, and it took some time. And once all of the grass was removed, we went back with that same shovel and just cleaned up the line to make sure it was perfectly straight. And we would have done French drains, but we back up to like a culvert, like a concrete culvert. So there was no way to even add French drains, just to kind of alleviate the water in certain areas. So, you know, we just kind of went back and forth on a lot of different things. And to also kind of help, I don't know, we haven't had a crazy downpour since we've completed this project now, but I think that this product will help with the rain. I've seen people use mulch glue or rock glue. The term's like interchangeable, I believe, for like pea gravel. Like my parents did it in their yard with pea gravel to kind of consolidate and just keep it, you know, from scattering about. I thought that the mulch glue would help if there was any water that did kind of move, or just kind of prevent the kids and the dog from, you know, they inevitably get in there, or the hose will drag when I'm going back and forth watering the yard. So I think the mulch glue will definitely help for the rain. But just to keep all the mulch in place, like it doesn't blow out, it won't wash out, hopefully. I mean, hopefully we don't have a crazy downpour like that again. That was like historic, I think. You know, with like hurricane season, I think the rock glue will help. So let's just kind of jump in to the project. I'm going to share with you everything we did, do a little voiceover, and kind of explain the process. So once the border and all of the grass was gone, Robbie just used one of the spare bricks to kind of like create a trench. We decided that we were just going to make the first layer of bricks level with the ground, and then we'd build up from there. We originally tried using some leftover pea gravel from another project as like a base for this, and it worked okay until we got a little bit further down, and we just decided that we needed something that could compact a little bit easier. So we went to the store and we got some paver base, and it's like this finely ground, almost like cement feeling rock, and that worked so much better. We used a combination of tools. We had this spare 2x4 that Robbie ripped down so it would be a flat surface, because there wasn't a way to truly test how level everything is because it's unlevel, and we weren't going to build it up because it would be over a foot high on the low side of the yard. So we were just trying to follow the slope of the ground. So this 2x4 helped us do that, and we just slowly worked our way down. I would fill in with the paver base, and then Robbie would come in and set the brick. We did make sure that it was level, the opposite direction of the bricks running, if that makes sense, but it really wasn't that hard of a project to do. It was just so hot. Definitely something we'd like to do in the spring, but we needed to get this done while we had the time. Good morning. Okay, the camera's probably gonna fog up. It is so humid outside. It's so hot. So last night at like 8:30 in the dark, in a thunderstorm. Oh, it wasn't thunderstorming, but it was raining. We finished laying the first layer, and y'all, we have had so much trouble like getting this project done because it's been so hot. And then just like the timing, like having the time to come out here and really work on it. Yeah, so we finished it last night, and now we are going to, sorry, the kids are coming in and out the door. And now we are going to work on the second layer. So we got some landscape construction adhesive to like glue down the second layer of brick. That way it will help prevent water from going into that flower bed, because our yard is sloped down towards the fence and then down another way. We were having so much problem with like the mulch washing out, and I mean, y'all, we have like redone the mulch 3 times now, and which it just gets expensive. So hopefully adding this brick layer will help with the water, you know, just overflowing from the yard. And again, it's not every time it rains, it's just when we get really heavy rains, which can be fairly often in South Alabama. But then also, sorry, there's like gnats everywhere. But also with the new mulch glue that we're going to put down after everything's finished and the mulch is redone, hopefully that will just like help keep everything still, like, so it's not constantly washing out, which is just so annoying, you know, to watch all your hard work just literally wash down the drain. I have got on, this is gardening, this is yard work in your 30s now. Okay, so more about the rock / mulch glue. So you will get a gallon of this, and this says last up to 12 months. I basically had 400 something square feet outside, and I believe that we got 2 thin coats out of each gallon. We ended up doing 4 light coats, and in some areas I did a heavier coat just to really work it in, but that worked great. And they did give you guys a discount code. I'll leave it right here, but I believe it's Kaylee Rock for 5% off your purchase. So we diluted this product to 50% water, 50% rock glue. That way it was easy to just spray with our pump sprayer that we use in the garden. This was such an easy process. We I filmed a lot of Robbie, but I did a few coats myself. But all you have to do is just create a nice thin layer, and it does go on and like kind of like a blue color, which I think helps. That way you can see what you've done. And you can tell like if you need a little bit more product in the area. But yeah, just to like help yourself see it. And then I would give yourself about 48 hours. That's when I noticed that the blue color had like completely gone away. And you know, the sun dries it. Humidity levels also depend. Don't do this right before it rains. This was such a great product. I am eager to see how it works with like the crazy storms that we get here in South Alabama. So hopefully it helps. But overall, it helps just keep everything in place. The dog isn't messing it up. Kids aren't messing it up. I'm not messing it up whenever I step in there to like go weed or something. Water can flow through, which is great. So, you know, you're not just creating like a pool of water essentially, and you know, your plants can still get plenty of water. Jumping back into the project, we use this Loctite outdoor construction adhesive, and Robbie just applied it onto the top of the bricks after we made sure everything was nice and level and at least it looked nice. And then we just applied the second layer of bricks on top, and make sure you stagger them if you do something like this. It helps with stability and just looks a lot better. We have been doing DIYs together for almost 9 years, which is crazy to think, and people say we work really well together, but we just know where one person thrives and the other doesn't do as well. So we kind of have learned our little groove, and once we just kind of get out there and get into the mindset, it moves fairly quickly. So we just worked our entire way down. There's not much to show for this part because it's just a lot of the same thing. So we will catch you back when this is all done and pretty. Adding mulch to a landscape project truly feels like putting the bow on a Christmas present. It is just that last finishing touch. It looks so good. I love refreshing the mulch in our front yard every spring, and it just always looks so nice. So I am just going in and adding the mulch. Just a nice fresh layer looks great. And then once that is done, it's time to finally apply the much awaited mulch glue. So we had to come back the next day because as soon as we got outside to work on adding the rock and mulch glue, we had thunderstorm. So the next day we came back and Robbie helped me get it all set up. He filled our sprayer with 50% water, and then we added 50% rock glue. And this just gave us a nice consistency that wasn't too thick that it would bog down the sprayer. But it was also within the guidelines of the product on how you can apply it. And the rest of it is fairly easy. We just shook it up really well, and then it was time to apply. So again, I love that it sprayed out blue because that gave you a visual guide of where you had sprayed, but it also just really helped take the guesswork out of the application. And again, we ended up doing about 4 thin coats. We did do a little bit thicker than what we did very first. We just weren't sure how it would apply. So I would always say play it safe the first time, and this does last in the sprayer. You don't have to worry about it drying up or anything overnight. I had left it for a few days in between coats, just again because of the rain and humidity. Yeah, super easy, so easy to apply, and we have noticed that after the 4 thin coats, it worked like a charm. It did exactly what we would expect it to do. And you know, mulch is different than rock. You're not going to be able to get every little bit down, but we definitely don't have to worry about washout or anything blowing out. And if we do get like some grass clippings on it now, we can just easily hit it with the little yard blower and get the grass out of the mulch, which is great. Okay, so now I just want to show you the results. So you can tell when I'm watering this mulch that the water can definitely penetrate, but there is no movement. Maybe just a few little stray pieces, but overall there is no movement. And I would absolutely call this project a success. It is functional and it's beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I hope it kind of explained a little bit and you go look into some rock or mulch glue if you need it. Again, I have a discount code down below and a link directly to the product. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the video was informative and I hope this video gave you a solution to any problems you may have with mulch. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I will talk to you next time. Bye y'all.